Good morning, second graders. Today is Thursday, May 21st, 2020. I'm back this morning with a video. It's been a couple days. I wasn't feeling very good, but I'm feeling much better today. And I thought I would share another story with you guys. This book is called The Smile That Went Around the World by Patrice Karst. And it's actually the same author that wrote The Invisible String. So today we're going to read this book. This is a story of a smile that went around the world. Justin and his mother were on their way to a party. In the back seat, Justin carefully held a big plate of cookies as they passed the bike store and some people waiting for the bus. At the very next corner, Justin saw some people standing in a doorway who looked cold and sad. One of them held a sign that said, "Please help, we are hungry." "Mommy, I wish we could give the cookies to those people. They are very hungry." His mother thought for a minute, then said, "I think there will be enough food at the party. Yes, let's share the cookies." So she parked the car, walked over, and handed them the whole plate of cookies. That's when Justin rolled down his window and yelled, "You're going to love our cookies. They're rainbow sprinkled, my favorite kind." This made Justin smile and feel good inside. As Justin and his mom drove to the party, he felt so good that he waved and smiled to all the other people along the road. They all smiled and waved back, except for Rupert Price in his blue car. When he got closer, Rupert Price saw Justin smiling and waving. That made him smile as he drove to the airport to catch a plane to Hong Kong. When Rupert Price got on the plane, he saw a lady having trouble with her bag. He smiled, jumped out of his seat, and said, "I'll help you with that." "Well, thank you ever so much," said Mrs. Green as they smiled at each other. It didn't take long for Justin's smile to spread faster and faster. As it went from Rupert Price to Mrs. Green, it went to all the people they met after that. From young people to old people, from happy people to lonely people, from rich people to poor people, from farmers market people to little baby stroller people, from tall people to short people, and even in between people. So the smile is going a long way. Then something interesting happened. One day, Justin was at soccer practice and not playing very well. Coach Martinez could see that Justin was unhappy, so he smiled and asked him if he'd like to work on his kicking after practice. "Sure," said Justin, and in only a few minutes he was kicking the ball better and feeling excited about the next game. Afterward, Coach Martinez walked Justin home and asked him what he liked to do for fun besides soccer. "I like to ride bikes with my grandpa and shoot hoops with my mom." "What do you like to do, Coach?" "I like to run, go to the beach with my family, and fly airplanes, Coach." Coach then said, "Did you know that I'm an airline pilot?" "That sounds really fun," said Justin. "It is. I meet people from all over the world. Last week I flew to Hong Kong, and a very nice lady with a beautiful smile told me it was a great flight. That made me smile and feel good inside." At that moment, Justin had received a very special gift, but he didn't even know it. Remember the smile that Justin felt in his heart when he shared the cookies? Well, here's what happened to that smile. Justin gave it to Rupert Price, who gave it to Mrs. Green, who took it all the way to Hong Kong, and gave it to Coach Martinez, who flew it back home, and gave it to Justin when he really needed it. You see, that smile went around the world, started in Justin's very own heart. You never really know how far a smile can go. When one comes your way, it may have traveled thousands of miles and cheered millions of people before it even ever reached you. But even more amazing than that, just think about how far your next smile might go. So I wanted to share that book. It really makes me think about how important it is to smile and to do kind things, and how we never know those kind things or those smiles that we give, those thumbs up, whatever, how what effect they might have on other people, and how far it can go, and how many different people that it can touch, which is something really important to think about. All right. So, a couple of announcements. Last night, email or a Skyward message that should have gone out about student belonging pickup. That'll be next week. I'll send out a little reminder too on Remind and through email, just so that you know when you can come get your things. It's all of your notebooks, your folders, your math book, journal, picture, some different things, your crayons. It'll all be bagged up and you'll be able to drive through and pick it up. I'll be there passing things out during our designated time. So I'm going to thank Ms. Hankins, Mrs. Reiser, and Mrs. Olson, as well as Dr. May and KJ and a few other people. And there will be some other times if you're not able to come during our set second grade time, there'll be other times that you can come and pick up belongings and things like that. So have an amazing day, second graders. I love you. I will see you tomorrow.